Everyone, and welcome to the program. Here we are. Can you hear me? Hello? Oh my god, I'm so blown out. What the fuck? One sec. I'm sorry. Test. Dude. How's that? Is that good? Yeah. I don't know what the fuck is going on with my I don't know what is going on with my board where for whatever reason tonight only it seems to be that it's set at nothing and it's extremely loud. Hold on, I do think I need to split the difference a little. Let's see how that is. Okay, that looks good. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the program. Yes, this is Dr. Problem Solvers, a format I used to do on RPAN back in the day when I was still streaming for the... Really, it's just getting going in this crazy, this crazy thing we call stream, this crazy thing we call stream. Homer let the Barts out, exactly right. Where I will try to solve any problem you have, no matter how big or small. I'll just try and solve it. I have this medical grade oxygen that I got from thank you, Asbal Axiom. I never thought I would see Dr. Problems.
Bumpy Roos was a dim-witted nuck-nog
from the planet Summit. And Zeke, isn't it fortuitous that on the day of 4 years of you being subscribed to the channel too? Can you believe that? 4 years. It's amazing. Look how much better it looks than it used to. Dude, it's crazy. I can't tell. This thing does feel like it wakes you up. So this is our guest.
Bumpy Roos was a dim-witted
nuck-nog from the planet Sump. Thank you, Mr. Dumbshit. Welcome back. And Aquafina. Oh, wait, no, that's from a couple days ago. Mr. Dumbshit, thank you. Welcome back 30 months. I need my oxygen. I kind of get why old people always be hitting this shit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I know why old people always be hitting this shit. Hassan kept hitting one of those in Denver. Dude, the altitude's too high. Dude, I need more oxygen. It kind of makes you feel like a bit. It is kind of taking like a really nice breath of air. I really wish I could hear myself in my monitor. Let me try it. But I think if I turn the monitor up, it's going to get too loud. We already have a call coming in. Fuck it. Let's begin. Hello? 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 Dear I can't hear you if you're on the air. Yeah, that's right. Hang up, bitch. That seems loud too. I don't know why my board got so loud. Oh, I think I know what it is. One sec. One sec. Test. Sorry. How's that? Is that better? Why can't I hear my fucking monitor, man? Test. Oh, fucking stupid. Test. Come on, man. Test. Okay, there we go. The old heads are coming out. That's right, man. I don't know what it is, Robbie. I think it's a you problem, man. I mean, I can hear it's sending it, at least on Google, it's looking normal style, so I'm not sure. You can try again. Get back, motherfucker. You don't know me like that. It's kind of hot in here. It's also ducking in a weird way. Is it ducking? My audio is coming in and out. Yeah, it is. You're right. Test it. How's that? Is that good? It's still pretty loud? Hold on, let me see. Test. That seems good. Yeah, I had it on the wrong setting. Okay, I can still see I'm getting blown out a little bit. Let me turn it down an ounce more, or is that good? That seems good. No. Okay. Yeah, I had it on the wrong setting. Hello?
Hey, man, it's Robbie from Houston.
Hey, Robbie, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
It's so great to hear your voice, man. It's been too long.
Yeah, man.
I know. Can you believe it after all this
There's only
time?
one thing.
Huh?
I have a problem and I need you to solve it.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about, Robbie. I mean, that's it. I mean, doesn't it feel like it's like a return to form almost?
Yeah. Back in the saddle.
Back in the saddle. I put up the mantle, but like Batman or Darkwing Duck, you know?
Yeah, it's just like Darkwing Duck. That was the first thing that came to mind for me.
Darkwing Duck is so fucking chill, man.
I like the purple suit. It's like Steve Harvey.
Yeah, it is. I like that. That is also what I like about Darkwing Duck is he is like Steve Harvey. All right, Robbie, what's your problem?
Okay, so like a week ago, I was on Discord with a new online friend,
Okay.
and I showed them the movie Bottom from 2012, not the Rachel Sennett movie, but a movie from 2012
You should have shown
directed
them
by
the Rachel
Todd.
Sennett.
They might have liked that one more. This one did not go over.
Hold on, the alerts are so loud I basically can't hear myself think. 1 second. Poochie, welcome. Thank you for the raid. Okay. All right, what do you got?
Okay, so I showed them this movie Bottom, and I feel like our friendship has not been the same since.
What is Bottom?
It's a quasi-documentary, quasi-pornography movie about a guy who's on a like a manhunt to find as many loads as he can around New York City and put them in his ass. By the end of the movie, he gets 400 loads in his ass. He's like putting them in his freezer and like trying to get as many like pause loads as he can in them.
And so do you feel like did you think that this person was going to like that? Is that the problem?
Yes. I really honestly I didn't quite grasp how much of the movie would just be gay sex. I thought it would be a little more introspective. I thought there would be more interiority explored, but it is almost entirely gay sex.
So basically, this new friend, you were like, hey, let's go into a private call where I'm going to show you gay porno for an hour and a half.
Yeah, there's a scene. Actually, am I allowed to keep describing scenes from the movie?
I think it's okay, as long as it's audio.
Okay. There's a scene where he like uses his apparatus to like widen his asshole, and he just dumps like probably like 40 loads in at once. And that goes on for like 10 minutes.
Is it that you hadn't seen it in a while, so in your head it was like funnier, like less than what it was, or like?
I had never seen. I had watched like 10 minutes and like I found it
okay. Yeah, that makes more sense.
I tapped out early because it does this crazy thing where it's sort of like video art at the same time, where it's so heavily distorted that it sort of sounds like noise music, and it's really, really unpleasant if you don't know what's going on.
This is a good question from Carrie, because I do think this is important. What do you have a crush on the friend, and was it potentially a date? Because I do think that's important.
No, this guy is straight as the day is long. I don't think this was going to be the thing that was going to convert him.
Have you ever watched a movie with him before?
No, this was
right. That's so. I mean, you really see what the problem is, right?
But he's sort of an edgy guy, you know.
Right, but there's edgy and it's like right. But then this, you just sort of like, hey man, do you want to watch this gay pornography with me for an hour and a half?
Right.
Maybe you save that for your DMs with Zeke. You know what I mean? I think Zeke would appreciate that.
Zeke would have loved this movie.
I know.
This
he's probably
is so
seen
up
it.
His alley.
He did immediately say what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I saw, like they apparently just did a screening in Seattle, because like I went to the reviews, and then there was apparently a packed house that played like gangbusters.
Right.
Like a sold out screening in Seattle.
That's a little different though. You see that, right?
Were
you saying that? Were you saying that while you guys were watching? You know, this just did a screening in Seattle and it went insane. I mean, it's kind of weird. You're not more into it, dude.
I tried to tell him that afterwards. I feel like it's been like a week, and I feel like we haven't been talking on the same sort of wavelength that we were at before, and I'm looking for my way back in.
Right.
Is there an additional movie I could show him?
I definitely think you should watch another movie together, because you can't have the only movie you watched be gay porno. I think you should say, hey, I have something. You should really, okay, so he's kind of edgy. He's probably, I'm guessing he's already seen like Gummo and shit.
Oh, definitely.
Right. You got to find something that's kind of threading that needle, but maybe is like kind of splitting the difference a little.
Right. My impulse was to like go as feel good and like to sort of outweigh how negative this was.
Can I be honest?
So, like,
I don't think that's the move, man. I really don't.
I think it might make me look crazier if like I show him like Paddington 2 after I show him Bottom.
Let's watch They Came Together next. Just like a funny David Wayne comedy. Like that's stranger. Yeah. You need to You got to be like, okay, maybe watch like Neil Breen and be like, look at this weirdo, ha ha ha, or whatever you guys like to do.
You barely even remember all that cum stuff now.
Right, because Neil Breen is being so silly.
Yeah, he's so crazy.
Or
we're not stupid like him.
Or you double down and you show him just like not even with any pretext. You just pull up X videos and just say, I got some shit I want to show you.
You know what, like straight stuff too.
Yeah, it's awesome. We can watch one regular one and one gay one. And that's what you say. You keep calling it regular. You keep calling it regular, so he thinks that you guys are on the same team. Yeah, this is good, man.
That's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, so I think do that, or maybe I think you need to find a movie that's weird and outsider arty, but it just has to be not gay porno to show that you like freak stuff, but you don't like gay. It doesn't. You don't just like gay pornography.
Because the movie is like only like 80, 90 minutes, but it's a long time to sort of endure.
That's long.
And I think it is sort of defined.
That's really long for
our
what
relationship.
that is.
If I died tomorrow, it's the only thing he would think about whenever he thinks about me.
I think you need to be like, hey man, that was kind of crazy. Let's watch a weird movie, but maybe that doesn't have a guy widening his asshole to get 40 loads dumped in, and you should be okay. Yeah. I think you're okay, man. Or you've lost your friend.
Thanks. There's a really crazy part at the very end of the documentary where the filmmaker finally asks him, like, why are you doing like this, doing all this stuff? And the guy's like, I never really thought about it.
So he's not even the filmmaker. It's like a guy making a film about this guy?
Yeah. Like, it's the guy who made it is like a semi-reputable sort of like underground gay filmmaker from the 90s. But this movie is really fucking crazy, man.
And he's freezing the loads in the freezer?
Yes. And like finding them on the street. He's doing all sorts of stuff.
What do you mean he's finding them on the street? Like in a condom?
Yeah.
And
he's looking for like positive loads specifically.
Oh, because he's positive?
I think so.
But
this is like pre-prep too. It's pretty zany little movie, honestly.
I mean, that's really. But it's also like even if you're already positive, you could get other stuff from the loads. It's not like that's the only thing that could be in a load.
I would try to talk him out of it personally if I was there, if I could mediate.
Yeah, I wouldn't show this movie to someone you don't know well. If you have any plans coming up to show this movie where just you and a new friend watch it, I would cancel those plans if you have them
already. Okay. So yeah, I think problem solved. I show him a normal edgy movie.
Yeah, there you go. Great. Thank you so much, Robbie. Take care.
Put it up on the board.
Boom.
One problem solved.
One problem solved. Yes. Poochie, thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Am I ducking out again? Yeah. I don't know what's going on. I think I just need to kind of talk. I can't like go like this and then I can't whisper. I have to kind of talk at a very like regular pace. Hold on. Let me turn my audio down a little bit and then everything's fucked up, man. Everything's fucked up. All right, we got another call. Hello, caller.
Hello?
Hello. How are you?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine. How are you doing today?
Well, I'm doing just all right. My name is Sam from Minnesota, and I've been having a problem lately that, I think especially a problem doctor might be able to help me out with.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna be careful not. Well, I know the last guy talking about like all the loads in his ass. I think I have a little bit of license to be a little bit of gross about my own body.
You can be crude.
So
yeah.
Yeah, I'm a 23-year-old guy. I occasionally like going out for a run. I'm not good at it, but it's nice. And then about a couple of months ago, I came back from my run. And I was ready to get in the shower, and I started pissing blood. And then that was the day before I was like supposed to go to New York to go see Bright Eyes, and that was kind of like a frightening thing. So I went to the doctor.
Why is a 23-year-old? Hold on. Why does a 23-year-old care about going to see Bright Eyes? That's weirder to me.
Bro, because 22 is the optimum age to really like Bright Eyes, and if I'm 25,
15 years ago. Wait, why do you like? How did you even find out about Bright Eyes?
Look, man, I was 17 years old when COVID hit, and I took the Rate Your Music pill, and then things really got out of control for a couple of years, and I'm recovering. But it was a dark time in my life.
All right. Fair enough. I mean, I like, you know what? Listen, I'm not saying it's wrong to like Bright Eyes. I'm just saying you've got to be the youngest person at that concert, unless there's some sort of thing where Zoomers love Bright Eyes, and I didn't know about this shit.
No, you know what? I went to see the band Pavement a couple weeks ago, and dude, yeah.
Please go ahead. There were Zoomers?
You would not believe it. The people next to me, there's like a crowd of like 15 or 16-year-olds, and they were like the only ones dancing in the show. And I was wanting to get down when Gold Sounds came on, but like apparently Pavement, bands from the 90s, like had some big TikTok hit. So now the crowd is all 42-year-olds and 15-year-olds, and it's crazy out there, man.
That
you never know what's going to hit.
I don't know if Bright Eyes is going to go viral on TikTok, though. Like, that doesn't feel necessarily their thing.
They had that song in Life is Strange, which Zoomers love. Zoomers will not stop posting about Life is Strange and how awesome it is.
Life is Strange is it's a movie by who?
No, it's like that really overly saccharine like video game that's kind of like an American visual novel.
Yes, it's the annoying the horrid the I hate it. It's stupid garbage for idiots, right?
Yes, sir. It kind of rocks though. It kind of goes crazy.
It's good if you're like 17 and you've never read like a book before, kind of like Obsession.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you are the only dude sticking up against Obsession with me, and I want to say I appreciate it so much.
I appreciate you saying that. I'm finding the good fight. Me and Katie, my partner, post about it all the time on Instagram, and I don't want to tell you a lot of these, these Hollywood insiders that you all are so scared of because they hold the keys to awesome indie filmmaking. A lot of them secretly don't like it either, but they're just too.
Okay.
They don't want to say it because they're so nervous about their bottom line.
That is big. That's huge info that I can use to cudgel the interest of my friends. It's
one
of my favorite pastimes.
A lot of people I know don't like Obsession. Secretly. Okay, so what's your problem with your pissing blood? I'm not a real doctor. It's like a joke. You get that, right?
I guess that kind of changes things.
It's a joke, man. Do I look like a doctor? I guess I could.
I mean, do you want me to answer that?
I mean, I guess at this age, and I guess there are doctors that look like me. Okay, fair enough.
I mean, you look like you could sell me some tinctures. You look like you could work somewhere with like one of those barber's poles outside.
That's fine. Why is it so many barbers are bald? Have you noticed that?
I think it's they long for what they cannot have. No. They take joy in others, and I think that's actually kind of beautiful. And being a bald barber is one of the greatest displays of empathy a human can have. So, let's throw it out to them.
I think an even greater display would be a guy with beautiful hair that his only barber job is to shave bald men so they look better. That would be real empathy.
In the military, they got to pick the guy with the best hair to shave everyone down.
Right.
Just to,
and then they're last.
Train them, I guess.
They're last. So then they have to see, it's like, okay, so why do you think you're pissing blood? Because you're running too much and you're slapping your nuts against your sack or whatever?
Maybe. I went to the doctors 3 times and paid like $1,500, and in the end they were like, yeah, I guess it's probably fine. But it keeps happening. It like today when it happened, it was darker than it was last time, which is concerning to a guy like me. So you got any tips to not piss blood?
So every time you go for a run, you're pissing blood?
Not every time. It's like 1 in 10 times. And I'm not even, like I said, I'm not that good of a runner. I'm not trying that hard. It's just like my body's like, it's time to scare this guy.
I'm like pretty sure pissing blood is one of those ones where it's like you immediately, it's really, really bad, right? I mean, as far as I know, it's like the like worst one.
Yeah. That's why I went to the doctor. Then the guy was like, yeah, you're 23. I know some guys who like piss blood after running marathons. It's probably chill. And it's like, well, I'm not running a marathon.
Right.
And he said, well, okay. You can pay a lot more to have like a test.
Do you have health insurance? Why are you paying so much?
Well, I do, but I don't think they really like me.
I think you need a
I've
new. Did you go to a urologist or did you just go to your
yeah,
primary care doctor?
I went to the urgent care, then I went to the ER after urgent care told me to go to the ER. Then the ER said you got to go to urologist because we can't really tell what's going on. Because, well, the crazy thing is I pissed them like, I don't know, I would say a cup, the color of Pinot Noir or something. And they were like, well, that might not even be blood. That's not like what blood pee looks like. And then I went to the ER and they were like, well, I don't know. We can't really tell what's going on. Then I went to the, urologist and they were like, yeah, it's probably chill if you pee blood. So at this point, I'm just kind of riding it out. I'm not in pain when it happens, but there's a lot of psychic pain.
Yeah, it's weird. Wait. Okay, did you give him a sample? Did they at least have you give a sample or something?
I have gotten so good at pissing in cups. I truly understand the warmth of my own piss now.
I don't know, man. I think you got to go to a different urologist because that really seems bad. I mean, nobody in the chat also seems to think it sounds fine. Like,
I've been looking at that.
I don't know, man. I think you might need to. I think you should go. I think you should try and get another urologist. I think you need you need a second opinion.
Okay. Well, next time piss blood, I'll collect it in a little bag and have it prepared for them. That's good to know.
All right. Check it out. All right. Good luck. And enjoy Bright Eyes, I guess. Bye. 23-year-old that likes Bright Eyes. I mean, that. Trying to dial in the sound here. Test. What the fuck is happening? How's that? That seems actually better. Yeah? Okay, that seems actually way better. Great. That actually, I think I figured it out. Thank you. Bruce was a dim-witted knock-knock from the planet Sump. Welcome back, Love Smiles, Hates Frowns. Welcome back 17 months. 19 months, actually. And Mr. Dumbshit, also welcome back 30 months. I think I already called that one out, but thank you again. Folks, it's Dr. Problem Solvers. Yeah, I dialed it in. I dialed it the fuck in. I'm dialed in, bitch. Welcome to my movie. I'm going to hit the oxygen again. What's a Bright Eyes song? Now I'm only thinking of I Will Follow You Into the Dark, but that's not a Bright Eyes song. Love of mine. Welcome. Oh.
Dim-witted knock-knock from the planet Sump.
Miss Art 34, welcome back 2 months. This is the first day of my life. I was blind before I met you. What's up, Raiders? I'm doing call-in shows again, bitch. I have medical oxygen, too, so nobody can trick me. Swoopin' and hoopin', welcome back. 24 months, 2 years. Gigs and Shiggles, welcome. 6 months from the planet Sump. I think I could listen to that 1,000 more times. We're taking calls, folks. I'm solving problems. It's kind of like advice, but it can also, I guess, be a medical problem. I was just talking to a 23-year-old that loves Bright Eyes. Isn't that strange to you? 23 is too young. You should not know about Bright Eyes if you're 23. All right. Hello?
Hey, Luke, it's Catherine Thunderglass.
Hello, Catherine Thunderglass. What's going on?
Not much, man. Not much. How about you got that oxygen going? That's pretty cool.
It's kind of cool. It kind of makes you lightheaded, but like if lightheaded was like woke you up, if that makes sense.
Right, lightheaded but emboldening.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
It's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know. Like so far, I'm liking it. I kind of forgot we had this. Our guest got it for us on an episode we just recorded, and it's kind of just sitting here. And I saw it, and I said I should be hitting this shit so I can kind of stay present with the people on the phone. You know?
Absolutely. I mean, why not? Right? This is like the perfect opportunity to do so. So that's great.
Well, Catherine, do you have a problem?
Bro, it's been 3 months of reckoning, my guy. I gotta be totally honest with you. I gotta be totally fucking honest with you, dude.
Oh, what's going on?
My whole shit's different than before. Basically, my whole life is different than the 3 months ago. I'm in a new place. Okay, new apartment.
Okay.
Single now, which is in a good way.
Okay.
single, but in a good way. Healed my relationship with Danny. We're very good friends now.
That's wonderful. That
Which is
sucks
great.
though, because I thought I was gonna get officiate your marriage.
Yeah, part, no, part, and maybe this speaks to another issue here is that I have no, I have no fucking money, dude.
Oh.
We wish we could have flew you out, and maybe in the world where we could have flew you out, we would have been the same world where we got married, but I don't.
Right. Well, so life's different. You're living in an apartment, but it's okay.
It's all right. That part's fine. I'm also currently I have like a 9-year friendship that is currently in degradation, currently in what I would describe as true decay.
What's going on? Why?
Well, Luke, would you believe it? You're about to hear some really queer stuff. And by queer, I mean in the literal community sense, in the sense that this was not the thing that led to the breakup.
Somebody's looking for a sublet?
Nobody's looking for, no, exactly.
That's just kind of a funny joke because I feel like that often happens in queer. Okay, go ahead. Did that that's funny, right? I mean, I kind of I don't know if it's okay for me to say that, but I thought that was kind of funny.
Is the joke that queer people often are doing sublets?
Or they're just looking for sublets.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I just feel like oftentimes I see queer friends of mine on Instagram looking for sublets.
Yeah, I think that's, I don't think I think that's about the same level as being like lesbians drive Subarus. I think that's pretty fair.
Okay. Great. So what's going on with the friend?
So basically, since I've known them, I've loved them, and yeah, I know there's chisme, bro. This is real. It's real goss.
Yeah.
Sorry for calling you bro. I don't really know you, but just for the purposes of but yeah. So I told them this, and they did not really receive it well, in a way where I was also like, okay, the thing is though about this person is that we've had history, is the thing, which is where we get into the kind of messy queerness of it, where it's like there was kind of a thing happening in the beginning, and then things changed, and then yada yada yada, and then like after being single again, it's like, oh my God, like our lives have changed so much, and like these feelings are coming back in this really intense way. But they like, and here's where we're going to get to the thing, because right, that's all fine and good, whatever, okay, but it's pretty cut and dry, okay? Either I alienated somebody or whatever else, but it's not quite that. Like we're going to get there. I'm about to get us there. Okay. Which is basically the idea that there was like a good span. Okay, at the end of this conversation where I'm like presenting this stuff, they're like, okay, listen, I have to think about this. Don't reach out. I'm going to reach out to you. Okay. And there it is. And then 50 days pass, and I'm like roiling. I'm like, what is fucking going on? Like, this is like kind of a different like this is a different scale of a thing than I thought it was going to be. Yeah. And because it's like, I was really expecting to just have them say no, or like, and that's kind of crazy.
And to cut in, and to be clear, if they had said no, do you think you could have gone back to just be like, okay, that's fine, let's just be friends? Or like,
absolutely. I was so oriented toward that. In fact, I knew that was basically what it was going to, or rather, I had all but assumed that was what it was going to be, and that it was more of a thing seeking grounding, or maybe even kind of crying for help from this person.
Sure.
Given the fact that I had recently kind of, broken up with a really long-term relationship, So all this to say, but also, whatever, right? So all this to say, we finally talk again on my 30th birthday, the night of my 30th birthday, and they're like, at the end of the call, okay, it's really tough. It's a fucking hard call because, again, we're still talking around each other. There's still this weird thing happening. And then they go at the end, they go, well, you should have reached out during the 50 days, even though there was such a hard boundary set. And I was like, wait a second, what? And I was so floored by this. I was so floored. I was like, what are you talking about? Like you said in that call, like we weren't, like we had, you had to treat me like not a friend.
That's fucked.
And I was like, but it's like, what is that? What is that, doctor? What's
Well,
going on there,
I gotta
doctor?
be honest. I mean, I understand it's a 9-year relationship, but that seems pretty weird and strange. And and I have to say to you, from an outside perspective, is it maybe good in the end? Is it perhaps? Is it
I mean,
perhaps?
yeah, I'm open to it being an indicator that maybe there isn't really a future between us,
Right.
as even as friends, because it's like so heinous, and also kind of a different person than who I knew them to be. And we had a very intimate relationship for a long time.
Wait.
But then that
Did
is
you?
just like,
Did you?
where is
Were
that
you?
from?
Had your friendship kind of petered out in the last period of time, or was this were you reconnecting with this person, or all through this previous relationship you were very close with this person?
I was very close with this person, but I would also say decreasingly close. Right.
Okay.
I think part of maybe some of my attachment was this sense of I want to stay as close.
Sure.
But
And
I'm
they're
feeling
kind
a
of
little bit
pulling
distant.
away.
Yeah, so they stayed in New York the entire time. I moved to Louisville, and then I moved to Philadelphia soon after that.
Mhm.
And I've been there since. And so and they visited me and us in Louisville, and they visited consistently when we were in Philly. But there was still this, and we were collaborating and all these different things. But
Yeah.
there was still this lingering kind of there's a growing distance, and I don't really
Yeah.
know what that is, and it's complicated. But then this is just again, maybe it's obvious, right? That it's just okay, we're in different spots, and you kind of have
Yeah.
to just let it go.
You're also 30,
so
and I do think it is,
Right.
I don't know, we were talking on the Go Off Kings about how you have less friends in your 30s, and I do think that is true.
Right.
I think there is a bit of a tightening of the belt when it comes to friendships at pretty much the exact age you're hitting, in terms of I think people go through changes, or at least perceive that they need to go through a big change, and oftentimes that can result in friendships kind of petering out and new ones forming. Why am I saying
Right.
petering out so much? I don't think I've ever used that phrase, but I've used it 3 times. Anyway, but I don't know. It seems like maybe it's a classic thing where they weren't that invested in the friendship, and they used this as kind of an excuse, perhaps, or even maybe
Yeah.
not even that complicated. It might just be they don't really know
Right.
what they're feeling. But I think it's. Do you guys live in the same place now, or no?
No, they still live in New York, and,
Sure.
and I live in Philadelphia. So
Sure.
it's not like we even have the opportunity to be in each other's space,
Right.
and to even build if we were to try to build a friendship, even from here, it would still be
Yeah.
at a relative distance.
Yeah,
and
of
that's
course.
obviously a huge lift,
I think it's.
Um,
I understand why that was obviously very hurtful, but I think, and in the ends of the day, I think it's probably for the best. I really do believe that, because I think that it's
Yeah.
I do really think it's they kind of showed you they kind of showed their ass a little bit. You know what I mean? It's
right.
yeah, and then it's okay, so. Best case scenario, you were supposed to pick up on this weird hint to call them and blah blah blah, but that's not the kind of I'm not even friend, but especially relationship. You don't really want to be in a relationship with someone that puts weird tests on you like that,
No. Oh my
Yeah.
God, no. And I found myself in those situations tons and tons of
Yeah,
times. So I
yeah.
know what it's like to be in that.
Yeah.
And it's that was what I was feeling from somebody who I had never felt that before, which is maybe just why it was so shocking and why it's something that
Right.
still lingers on my mind. And I will also say that in a kind of more of a forward-looking way, there is, I am going to confront them, I think, about this stuff, because our conversation literally was the last thing we fucking talked about in the conversation was them going, you should have reached out. You should have just broken the boundary that I set. And I was just literally speechless.
Mhm.
And then I was like, I'll reach out to you.
Right.
Don't
right.
reach out to me. And then I actually set that boundary for real.
Yeah.
And then so now I'm kind of just, maybe thinking, and I guess in that way it's also okay, no matter what happens, I just have to kind of just stand up for that reality maybe. And I think you're actually, what you're saying here is giving me a bit more grounding to do that, which is that, it's not like a reasonable thing to be
it's
well, you could have
strange.
just read my mind.
That's
It's a little bit
strange.
weird.
Yeah.
you
It's
know?
probably a sign that either it's any of the reasons it happened are not reasons that would be a thing that you'd be well, I better continue my relationship with this person. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. At least not in the way
In
that,
that way,
it
yeah.
seems
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway, well, thanks for your thoughts. I appreciate it. I'm gonna read the chat and probably go crazy doing that. But
Yeah. No,
you know.
I think nobody's calling you weird. They're only calling the other person weird. So you're probably good.
Okay. I mean, hey, let me advocate for the other person. At least to the chat, they're a pretty good person. and this is why it's so shocking.
Mm.
You know, this is like a kind of a curveball. In a
Sure,
way,
sure.
You know, but also whatever.
Yeah,
Who
I don't
knows?
know.
Who knows?
Yeah.
People change. People go from being good people to shitty people, or good people to weird people, and
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know. That's how it goes, I guess. But anyway, bro, thank you for your time.
Good luck.
Hope the calls are good. Thank you.
Thanks.
Take care.
Bye. Cheers to the ones that we got. What if I was the friend? It's kind of an interesting thought experiment. Okay, here we go. Next call. The oxygen made me dizzy. I got to stop doing it. Hello? Caller?
Hey, is this who is this?
This is Dr. Problem Solvers, and you put respect on my fucking name. What's your problem, sir?
Okay, well, thank you so much for picking up. I did make I hope you'll forgive me. I made some notes.
Yeah, I love
didn't
notes.
I didn't want to forget anything.
What's going on?
I'm a psychiatry resident in Louisiana. I spend a lot of my time lately doing like a lot of outpatient psychiatry. Although that's been like the majority of the last year of my life. Our entire third year of residency is all outpatient stuff. Have you ever? I assume that are you like a psychologist by training or a psychiatrist or?
No, I wasn't stupid enough to pay for medical school. I just said Dr. Problem Solvers on the line and put my number on the screen, and now I'm just I basically can do exactly what you do. Well, you're a psychiatrist. I'm technically a psychologist because I can't write prescriptions.
Well, in Louisiana we do have prescribing psychologists, which is fucked. But
a prescribing psychologist is logged on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they love controlled substances. So if you're interested in getting like on Klonopin or Adderall, you should come to Louisiana.
Honey, I'm already on those.
So, doctor, I will overlook the whole.
Sorry, I think it's important. I think it's important to say. So I'm not a doctor. That's just the name of the show. Do you understand?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
yeah. I'm Luke. I'm just Luke.
You're Luke. Okay.
But the show is called Dr. Problem Solvers. But I'm
okay. That's what I thought. No, that's what I thought because I was hoping that you could solve my doctor problem.
Great, perfect. What's your doctor problem?
Okay. So I'm in my last year of residency. I'm a little off cycle. I'm not going to be done. Usually the people move from they progress in their training in like July. I failed USMLE step 3, which is a whole fucking thing. If you know anything about like training, it's the USMLE exams are a fucking nightmare. But I passed it. Like I'm on track. I'm going to be an attending psychiatrist, and I have to get a job, which is like a good problem to have. Like I've been making basically like $65,000 a year for the last give or take for the last like 4 years, and now I'm going to be making like 6 figures if I can actually like find a job.
Wonderful. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of this shit, right?
It's
and you like it. You like helping people. Do you have bad medical student debt, or are you all right?
I owe like $300,000 to the federal government.
That's the rub. See, chat, you're sitting there and you're saying to yourself, "Oh, it must be nice." Well, you didn't see how much he had to get from the bank before that happened, so must be nice. Anyway, so
I guess
what's the problem?
I'm trying to figure out like what do I do next. I met a girl about a year and a half ago. We've been dating, and she's from South Louisiana. We're up in like the Shreveport area, doxing myself real quick. But and I'm crazy about this girl. Like it's going really well. Like, but I don't envision her wanting to like leave Louisiana. her whole family's in like the Baton Rouge area. It's a whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat. If you marry the South Louisiana girl, you'll
Yeah,
never.
I
And
do-
here's the thing,
I
don't
do love that shit.
I mean, I grew up. I'm from Oklahoma, so like, you know, Louisiana's basically it's a wash, like, you know, from one to the other. I did think like maybe I'll be like Mr. L, like Dr. Hollywood, or you know, that, you know, which some people might recognize that handle. But
It's stolen valor if that person isn't actually a doctor in Hollywood. I don't know if you knew that.
no, that's me. Sorry.
Well, so you're not a doctor in Hollywood? That's what you're finally admitting?
I'm a doctor in LA by the postal code abbreviations for like the states.
Oh, right. But that's not okay. So what is? Can I ask you, girl
Like-
aside, what kind of medicine do you want to do? Or like what
Well,
kind of psychiatry do you want to do?
Just
your perfect
general,
world.
You know, I like, but the question is the big divide is like, do I want to practice? Do I want to see people in the hospital, like when they're at their sickest, like people who are like acutely psychotic, like suicidal, manic, or do I want to see people when they're doing better in the outpatient setting, building the kind of like relationships, like building the rapport over time?
Mm-hmm.
And they both have their pros and cons. You know, like on the inpatient side, you're topped out, you know, like 10, 20, you know, whatever, however many patients you're carrying, that's who you're responsible for.
Mm-hmm.
But like on the outpatient side, you build these relationships. It's very like gratifying. People actually want to come to see you. Whereas on the inpatient side,
They're
you're
like
holding them
pissed.
basically like
Yeah.
against their will. They
Yeah.
fucking hate you. I mean, they, you know, I'm like wonderful, so they actually really like me. But then on the outpatient side, you're carrying like 100+ patients.
Right.
You know, you kind of feel like this burden of like, oh fuck, like all these people are, you know, they got all these, and then the people come, they don't get better. But maybe I'm answering my own. Maybe I want to do the outpatient thing. Like I like getting to know people, and
Yeah.
you know,
It's not, and
What?
I feel like, okay, two things. A, are the loans, like, does that feel like a crippling thing where you're like, I think I have to do one more than the other because the pay is better?
No, I'm not. I've never aspired to wealth. I just want to, and you can do income-based repayment. Like, you know, I stand to make, like, I have a buddy who graduated last year who's working for the institution that I'm finishing my training at. He joined faculty, and so that's one of the options I'm considering. And he's making like $350,000-ish a year. Basically doing like outpatient psychiatry. But he's also teaching, you know, he's going to be doing like.
That's a lot of
faculty
money.
stuff.
He could get like a boat.
Yeah, and he turned down a job that was like $450 that was going to require basically like a lot, like
There's
more.
doctors that make that. Doctors shouldn't make that much. I mean, I understand they're important, but that's too much money. I think $150,000 a year, and then $250,000, but only if you're the head doctor, and that's what doctors
Yeah.
should be paid.
Well, take it up with President Trump, man. I mean, yeah,
He's not a doctor.
I agree. Sorry, that was a bad non sequitur. I agree. I don't aspire to wealth. I enjoy helping people. It genuinely, when I see people get better, it fucking rocks. Like I feel special.
And I only asked because I do think sometimes there's a thing where it's like you can always, because I feel like this is, I know friends of mine who, it's whether you're leaving graduate school or law school and you're like, okay, you got the 2 pass ahead of you. You could always make some money for a couple years, pay off your debts, and then do the other work you want to do. You know, I don't know if that's your situation. That's only why I brought that up, because I feel like that's not something people talk about, where it's like,
No, yeah, like this fucking grind for
get the
2
shit
or 3,
done.
5 years.
Yeah, and then spend the rest of
pay
your
down
life
the
doing
debt.
what you want and not having this fucking. I don't think that. Here's what it is, and I don't know if this is your problem. I don't think it is a moral failing for someone to go, I got all this debt, I'm gonna go pay it off, and then I'm gonna do the like really important work. Like that's okay, you know. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. Again, I don't know if that's your situation, but I do feel like that's something that it's like, it feels like people are they either go for the money one and then they feel bad about it, or they go for the like life-saving one and then they're fucked. But you could do both, right?
Yeah. So I'm going down my list here. I appreciate the help. I don't want to keep you too long.
Okay.
I mean, burnout's one thing that, but I feel like I'll manage
burnout's not
myself.
real. Burnouts don't happen if you're from America. That's like something for the French. We don't have that here. Go ahead, keep going.
Okay, so I really I love my girlfriend. It's been really cool. I'm not. I grew up Catholic. I'm an agnostic. She's Methodist, and I think people who know Christianity, Methodists generally pretty cool.
They're pretty swaggy. Yeah.
You can be like a Christian, or you can be you can even be like a minister and be gay, or you can be like they'll marry, like gay people can get married in the Methodist church. It's kind of cool. But she like sings in the choir. She's like, we've never like had sex. Like it's weird for me, but I'm really like, I'm crazy about her. So I've thought about like, should I propose to her? Like I've been engaged before and it didn't work out.
Do you do other stuff?
But,
sorry. I do you? I mean, I want to know.
I mean, it's kind of middle schoolish, honestly. But I love, she's fucking like, she's great. And
you love her.
Like, yeah, man.
You love her.
And she like, we both like, she has like, she's sexually attracted to me. Like that.
Yeah.
Is, like,
she's just really Christian. She's just really Christian.
Not
Have
in
you
like
had sex? Have you had sex before?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I've slanged the. Yes, yeah. So this is like completely.
I'm only curious because I hear that and I go, it's scary when people. I think it's always scary to me when people haven't had sex before and then they get married and then they go, oh my God, that's the first time, because that's sort of what everyone.
And she's not. And to be clear, she's not a virgin. She's not a virgin either. She has. There's like, but she's not like a born again. It's just like.
Okay, she's like recommitted herself. Like, okay. Sure, you don't have to. Sorry, that's too much. I'm sorry to pry. I'm just fucking around. But
no, it's fine. This is totally anonymous. No one in chat has any fucking idea who I am.
That's right.
Gucci, shut up. Dana,
right.
shut up.
That's right.
But so I thought about proposing, but I'm like maxed out on my credit card. Like, I would have to like take a bunch of like paid call shifts. Or should I just wait till I get
for a ring?
Is
that
job?
The worry?
Yeah, because she's a geologist by education, so she's really into like like stone.
Oh, sure. Okay,
So
wait. But don't you think if she's a geologist, she might be able to appreciate something that is perhaps less expensive but more unique or rare?
She's mentioned moissanite, which I guess is like a not uncommon engagement ring stone.
Don't worry about that. That's a crazy thing to hang your hat on. I got to be honest. You could find something, and if she wants to marry you, you could literally, if she truly, I believe if she loves you, she will go. If you say, here's what I'm getting you, one day, baby, I'm going to get you a fucking diamond as big as your fucking eye. I love you, girl, so much, and you'll be fine.
All right. So last thing, I really appreciate it, Luke. Last thing before I go. My AMV night submission for Star Wars is 2 minutes and 23 seconds. Is that going to be okay?
No, it's not okay. Read the fucking rules. Read the fucking rules, bitch. What does it say? Oh, does it say that your AMV submissions can be 2 minutes and 23 seconds long? Is that what it fucking says? Grow up. All right. Next call. Thank you. It was great talking to you, Doc. Hello, caller?
Hey, Luke, it's Jason. How's it going?
Hey, Jason. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm in Mike's basement. I'm not allowed upstairs after dark.
That makes sense because you might like do something really bad or up there or something.
He just thinks that daytime is when I'm allowed upstairs during the daytime because that's when I'm supposed to be working in the bathroom. But when night comes, I have to go back to the basement.
Like a gremlin. Is that like a gremlin? Like a gremlin. Did you hear me? Like a gremlin.
Like Yeah, I think he's just got kind of a control freak thing going on.
That's your boss, dude. I wouldn't talk that shit if you know what's good for you.
Yeah, he can't hear me though. He goes to bed at like 7:00.
Really? Damn. Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody say fuck you, Mike, in the chat.
Well, no, don't do that. 'cause
Yeah, yeah.
then-
Say fuck you, Mike. Love Jason. Let's see that in the chat.
Okay.
Fuck
that's
you,
fine.
Mike. Love Jason. Fuck you, Mike. Love Jason. Jason,
Love
what's up,
Jason.
man? You got a problem?
Yeah, so I was eating beans here the other night. I
Hell
was having
yeah.
a late dinner,
Hell yeah.
and there was rock in my beans, and I bit down on it with my right rear molar, and it broke my tooth in half. And I had to drive down.
Why you got hobo problems, man? Why you got 1920s rail rider problems?
I don't know, man. It was just last week was a fucking real rake stepping week. I had to go to the ER because I like a wildfire smoke inhalation plus parainfluenza meant that I like overexerted myself and passed out in the job.
Because you were sick, right? Isn't that where you weren't you sick last week or a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, and then
There
and then,
was
like,
a
as
rock
soon as-
in my beans. I'm never gonna find the oil now. That's your ass,
I'm
man.
never. That's my ass. You know, you got me.
So what happened?
So
You broke your fucking tooth, and then what?
Well, then I had to. It's not a thing that you can just wait on. So I had to fucking drive back down to Philly to go see. Unlike your previous caller, I don't make $350,000 a year. I make honest money fixing toilets and stuff.
That's what they
so
all
I had to
say.
go to the.
Actually, and by the way, take plumbers' names out your fucking mouth because plumbers are paid very well. They have a great union.
Actually, no, it's true. We do actually make pretty good
I
money.
don't know what the fuck you're
And-
talking about.
But I do go to but dental work's expensive, so I go to the Penn Dental School where they do good work. But basically, then I had to come up back here because I got to finish the job.
This is my
a lot of
impression of
drive.
Mike's wife. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
My husband hired some guy I met on the internet, and he keeps breaking his tooth. He keeps having hobo problems in the basement, but I guess he's fixing the bathroom, so that's cool.
Yeah, I mean they're happy with the bathroom,
Okay, good.
and I think it looks nice. Anyway, so I went to the dentist appointment, and they're like, okay, well, it's kind of 50-50. You know, we might we might be able to save it. You might need a root canal, or it might just need to be extracted.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sounds
so
tough
I've
losing a molar. It feels like that'd be a hard one to lose.
That's what I'm thinking. Like I think if it's you get like the second from the last one, it's a big deal because then your teeth can start crowding and collapsing.
Mhm,
I think if it's the rear one, it's not great, but it's not like the end of the world.
Well, Jason, get this.
but-
I was born without one real molar. I only have 3
Really?
molars. And I'm fine.
Yeah, well, so I kind of wanted to offload the decision onto you because I basically have
Mhm.
3 options, and I'm not sure until they do the exploratory drilling what's
Mhm.
going to be. So first would be root canal, save the tooth. Second would be, I guess there's 4 options. Second would be they have to extract it. They just extract it. I do nothing. The third would be they extract it. I pay a bunch of money for a dental implant. The fourth option would be I sue the supermarket where I got the rock beans.
I think that's going to be really tough. Is the bean? It's going to. I think it's going to be pretty impossible to prove that. I think food stuff is really hard to prove. So it's
Well,
food.
so here's the thing.
Okay.
Mike said he thinks I have a case.
Mike's a lawyer. I mean, is it a mom and pop supermarket or is it a chain place?
No, it's a bigger one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fuck it. Who gives a shit then?
But I don't know if I want to go through all that. I
That
don't know if I
sounds
wanna
like a
go.
lot. I mean, it does sound. I mean, is there any? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. How much
Yeah.
money could you get? And
I think
yeah,
I think whatever the cost to do a dental implant would be, as long as I have them noted in my records that it's from hobo rock bite down,
Right.
tooth bite down on rock and beans.
how are you gonna prove? How are you gonna prove that it wasn't because you had a bunch of rocks in your shoes and you were sort of emptying them out of your thing after a long day working in the gravel mines and accidentally one got in your beans?
I don't know. I mean, this is why I would consult a lawyer.
Right.
But
I guess
do
my
think-
question is, okay, so if they can only cover the cost of the thing, the question is, how shitty is it going to be to just live without the molar? Because I would say if it is going to be shitty, you might as well. But if it doesn't matter and it's sort of just like you're missing a tooth that no one can see anyway, and it doesn't affect your, like, it literally doesn't, it doesn't make your, like, life, if it does not impede your life in any way, I would just take the fucker out. Who gives a shit? I wouldn't want to go through all that if it doesn't matter.
This is the thing, and I feel I didn't realize you don't have a molar. So I mean, if you're saying for you barely notice it or don't notice it at all, maybe so I won't know.
I'm just
until it's gone.
I can feel on my back right. I can feel a space. My tooth, the molar is kind of grown, like kind of in between them, but it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. It doesn't affect me at all. Nothing has ever. I've never even thought about it other than when someone mentions molars, I remember that.
Okay. All right. So in my situation, if I'm giving you those 4 options and you got to make a choice, which one are you picking?
I'm picking if it will not affect your quality of life, as told to you by a dentist professional, and all you can get out of a lawsuit is the money to cover the surgery that is not cosmetic but doesn't really matter either way, you should just get it extracted for cheap and just say, fuck it, I don't have a molar now.
Okay. Hey, you know what? The Luke has spoken.
There you go. Problem solved,
Luke?
bitch.
Problem solved. That's a problem solved. Hey, Luke, I really appreciate it. Have a good night, all right?
You too, Jason. Take care. Did we ask if they were dried beans? No, I probably put in some hot water. Hobo water. Hobo water. I used to take note of how many problems I solved. We should do that again. I'm having fun. I like this. I forgot how much I like taking calls. I think the problem with all this stuff, like Fortnite Talk Show, it's when I do it over and over that I start to hate it. Huh. Okay. Dried beans I would have sifted. Yeah, looking for damn gold in them, you fucking hobo. Burnout isn't real. Damn right, unless you're French. Yeah, burnout was certainly here for that Uber driver that yelled at me. I got shit to do. No sick days. No sick days. I don't hate FNTS. I got tired of it, dude. I did. I was really trying to do it. I don't know, Poochie. I'm liking it right now. I'm not trying to hold myself to anything, man. The whole reason I started streaming is so I could do the stuff I wanted on stream, you know? There's a lot of boring people. Can I be honest? Every call here so far is more interesting than 99% of the people I talk to on Fortnite. That's the thing. Now, there's the 1% when you got a soldier telling you that he was happy 9/11 happened. Of course. But the calls are great so far. And I also feel like I haven't done this in a while. And so I'm hearing from new people. Yeah. I'm like, click. I'm like, click. Let me get my nephew on the call. Soda drinking contest. It's okay to move on. Yeah, you know, I'm trying to do it. I will do it again. I just need to you know what it was? Is I was like, really, I wasn't having that much fun. It felt like I was just doing it for social media clips. And I was like, yeah, man, at a certain point, I think if I live my life online, if this is the way I make money, if I live doing stuff like that, I think I will not do this and forever, you know? But when I can do the stuff I want, I go, I can do this forever, you know? I can sit here in my little chair. I like taking calls. I like talking to people, you know? Soft hands. That's true. I ain't never making it on a content forum. Sorry, we got another call coming in. Hello, caller. Welcome. You're live on the air. How are you?
Hey, I'm pretty good. How are you, Luke?
I'm good. Who we got? Who am I talking to?
Hey, it's Stink Eater.
Stink Eater. Oh, you're the person I always think. Wait, it's Stink Eater or it's Stink Theater? I always fuck it up, right?
It was okay. It was Stink Eater, and then Twitch fucked me and told me I couldn't have that, and I had to change it.
Because you made it about eating the poo poo. know what I'm talking about? What's your
Right,
problem,
right,
Stink
right,
Eater?
right.
What's your problem?
Okay. So I'm here with my girlfriend. We've been we've been together
Hi.
we've been together for almost 4 months now.
Can I ask you something
Um,
before you tell me anything more? Does she watch
Yeah.
the stream, or does she have any idea who I am or what's going on? Am I a stranger to
We-
her?
We've listened. Wait, do you want to? We've listened to one episode of Stores. I don't think she's ever seen the stream.
Great. Okay,
No,
so
I've never seen it.
you're just subject. Do you like Twitch, ma'am, or is this just this 4-month boyfriend? You're like, this is just some weird shit.
I'm
he
being
does.
held as a hostage.
Yeah. You do what every night? And who are they? They're guys from Twitter from 10 years ago. Okay, yeah, sure. Anyway, so you've been together 4 months. What's the problem?
So my cat is still not nice to her. She just within like the last week or two has started like sleeping in the bed with us. She sleeps in the bed with me every single night. The cat does. She's just not friendly to new people at all.
What do you do? Is that the question?
I don't know. What do I do?
Well, let me tell you. Let me tell you. I have a cat. Me and Katie adopted a cat like 3 months into dating. Lived at her house during the pandemic, so she got very close to the cat. That cat that I got with her did not like me until we've been together 6 years. Had the cat the whole time. About 2 years ago. It took me 4 fucking years with this cat. Cats take a long time. You're just gonna have to be chill. Don't do anything weird, and eventually, I do believe the cat will just go, I guess you are part of it now. Because how old is the cat? How long have you had him or her?
She's 8 years old.
Yeah, right. So she's just like, what the fuck is this? Cats do not like change. I do think, I'll tell you 2 things. 2 years into us having this cat, we were moved in together. One time when Katie was away on vacation, she wasn't sleeping with me, and she would only sleep if Katie was there. I literally just like kind of out of nowhere picked her up and put her on the bed very quickly without like saying or doing anything. And it freaked her out, but then she was down with it. Now, I'm not saying do that because not enough time has passed, but eventually that cat will like you. It could take an insane amount of time, and it's no one's fault. They're just like that.
Yeah. She's a sweetie. She's a sweetie though.
Does she like you at all? Does she let you pet her, or is she just like, fuck you still?
A little bit, and then she get into the stage of like, get out of here.
Yeah. You gotta can I tell you something Katie taught me that I never did as a kid, even though I had cats? You gotta listen to a cat even more than a dog. You gotta like follow the cat's lead. As soon as the cat says, I don't want you to pet me anymore, you listen, and you do that enough time, and the cat will like you. I do believe this.
All right.
And she grew up in Jamaica, so this is like the first cat that she's ever like interacted with for the most part.
Yeah, that's great. Did you like Stores? Did you enjoy listening to it, madam? I mean, did you like the episode? Was it like funny or?
I feel like I don't even remember the episode that we were listening to.
Not what I wanted to hear. Pretty easy layup for her, but didn't quite stick the landing. That's okay. I can't remember the episode. My question was, did you like it? And your question was, I don't remember the episode. Huh? You'll be fine with your cat. Thank you for calling in, Stink Eater and Girlfriend. I'm glad that it's a pivotal, 4 months, that's a time. Okay, so I watched this guy on the internet. He does a call-in show. Do you want to call in? You know what I mean? That's either, this is going to, and it's not, and I want to be very clear. I don't think it has to do with me. I think this is going to be a very pivotal night in their relationship. Can she stomach that part of him or no? Can she stomach that part of him or no? It's like when I told Katie pretty early on in our relationship, because we were living together because of the pandemic. She was like staying at my place a lot. I was like, look, I'm just going to be honest with you. I like anime and video games and shit way more than I was letting on. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to read Power Ranger comics all day, because if I don't, I'm going to blow my brains out because it's COVID. And she accepted that. Did I want to tell her then? No, I wanted to wait years, maybe never tell her. But instead, it came out in the open because of the mental state we were both under at the time. And she accepts me. That's okay. All right. Does she like that stuff? No, she thinks it's for dumb losers. But the Power Ranger comics, the Boom comics by Ryan Perot are good. Those are the ones you got to read. Hello, caller. You're live on the air.
Hello. I was called. Well, no, I was told to call and like tell you about a situation. So I got a question. Is it weird for your boyfriend? Like, it was on my birthday, but is it weird for your boyfriend and your friend, like his ex-girlfriend, for her to ask if he could pick her up, and then when I say no, she looks at me weird?
I think it really depends on a lot of things. Are you worried they're still like trying to get back together?
No, I am not really sure about her because she's the type of friend that you can trust, but she's a little iffy when it comes to like her exes.
Okay.
And I did not know they were together. Not together. I mean, I did not know they were exes when me and him started dating.
You did not
like,
know.
I mean, look.
Do I think that that people can be friends after they date? Yes. And do I think that they can do favors for each other? Yes, I'd like to think so, but certainly there's a lot of examples of that being weird. I do get how I think having a hard line in the sand for you is going to hurt you more than help you in this situation, because it just makes it seem like you think there's something going on, whether there isn't or is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think if it's all the time, yeah, it's pretty weird. I don't think in and of itself, picking up your ex-girlfriend and doing a favor for them is that strange. I mean, how often is it? Are they hanging out all the time? What's the deal?
No, it was like just that one time on my birthday.
Yeah, it was your birthday. Okay, right. That's pretty weird. What were you guys doing? It was your birthday?
Yeah, we were like in my living room and we were all dancing with like my little siblings, and then she apparently said to him, I wasn't really paying attention, I was with my siblings, but she apparently said to him, "Oh, you're weak. I bet you can't pick me up." And he was like, "I'll show you." And she was like, "Oh."
I thought you meant pick up with a car. You mean pick up off the ground?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, all right, sorry. Okay, I really misunderstood, and I think everybody listening did too. Okay, so explain the story. Okay, so it's your birthday. She's like, "I bet you can't pick me up." He picks her up. Then what happens?
No, so before he picked her up, they went over to me and they were like, "Hey, can I pick her up? Like, is it okay?" And I told her to girl to girl. I was like, "No." What? No. And then she looked at me weird, and so I was just like, fine, because I felt like I was under pressure. And then he like just picked her up.
I think it's pretty weird that she asked him to pick her up. I'm going to be honest, because I think that she didn't just do that because she wanted to see if he could pick her up. She was flirting with him, right? I mean, why else would she have asked? That's why I would ask someone to pick me up. I think that's weird. I think you're right. I think that is weird. I think it's weird that I don't think it's your boyfriend's fault legitimately, and I don't know how old you are, but
I don't think it's his fault either.
Yeah, I think he was put in a weird situation, and then you're like, yeah, I guess, because then he's in a situation where then it's like weirder for him not to. Yeah, I definitely think that's very strange, and she shouldn't have. I think that's weird. I think that's weird behavior to do on your birthday. Why did you pick? That's crazy. That's like weird. Like we're in school, I'm stealing your hat. Shit, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're right. That's weird. It's like not a big deal, but it's like it is weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I was like pretty mad at her about it after, like for a couple weeks, to the point where I did not want to see her. And then I talked to her about it, and she was like, "Oh," I put her in her perspective. I was like, "What if that was your boyfriend and what if that was your boyfriend and I was his ex, and I asked if your boyfriend can pick me up? How would you feel?"